Wait, what's your rush, what's your hurry? Was you never thought you was a ghost? Don't you sit you down, sit! All I mean is that I've never seen a customer for weeks. Did you come here for a pie, sir? Do forgive me if my head's a little vague. Oh, what was that? You'd have thought we had the plague. The way people keep avoiding, no you don't! Sit you down, sit! I am Agent Aaron. This is Let's Play Fire Emblem 9 Path of Radiance. With me as always is my faithful co-commentator, editor, producer, and, third arm occasionally when I want to impersonate a Fortigaunt.
Roffie McMutton-Chomper.
He makes a very good third arm when you want to impersonate a Fortigaunt. Yes, very good. He's got the lightning throwing thing down. Pat. Totally.
This is more than anybody can bear, but we will preserve here.
We remember the Freeman. We are coterminous.
That's wrong game! We're on Chapter 4, Roadside Battle. Let's go. Chapter 4, Roadside Battle. We're just gonna stop off the side of the road and have a battle! You know, it's a battle!
Like Tweedledum and Tweedledee agreed to have a battle.
No, we're not gonna have a battle. We're not gonna agree on anything. Who's that? Who is that shady character? Ike! I've got to tell you something. Listen to this! Settle down, Mist. It's too early for you to be yelling like that. Now, what's going on? Your boyfriend! Soren's back! He just arrived! Really? That's odd. He wasn't supposed to return for a while yet. I know! I wonder what he's doing back so soon. It's probably nothing to worry about. I'll go and talk to him. Where is he? In the mess hall. I think he wanted to talk to Father. Right. I'll go check there. Why does he want to talk to Father? He never comes and talks to me. Really? What? Troubling news indeed. Gather the troops. Yes, Commander. Ike, if you've got time to waste, you've got time to work. Get over to the briefing room. Yes, sir. Hey, what's going on around here? Bad news. Something big is happening, and we need to formulate a plan of action. Soren! Hello, Ike. Long time no see. I'm happy to see you're back. But what happened? I thought you were going to be studying for a while longer. It's a long story. What's the holdup? Get over here now! Let's go. I'll fill you in later. Later. It's always later, Soren. Okay, I'll quit with that. You probably remember that Soren's been training with another mercenary group. Well, he's back now. And he has some unbelievable news. What news is that? It's Crimea and Dayan. They've gone to war. What? It can't be! That's why I've called everyone here. Soren has some more information. Go ahead, Soren. All right. Cue splash screen. There we go. Perfect. Take a look at this map. I can't read it, Soren! That's because you're an idiot, Ike, and you haven't studied the made-up scripts of this game. Sorry. Ah, it's a map of Crimea. Quite detailed from the looks of it.
Detailed, it doesn't show the altitude of all the mountains, and what are those
What
things?
are those little
I guess they're
beanstalk
trees,
things?
but they look like beanstalks, as Rondie
There are
said,
lots
yeah.
and lots of ladders up to giant country. Yes, totally.
Huh.
Yes. This is Melior, Crimea's capital, for those of us who can't read. Ike, shut up. Our base of operations is right about here. Everything started 3 days ago. Do you have to be so dramatic? Yes, I do. I needed to do some research, so I went to the archive of Melior's royal library. And instead I found a dragon. I mean, without warning, the scream of a terrible beast, a wyvern, perhaps, rent the air. Do you really have to be so? Yes, I do! And the building was rocked by a tremor. I rushed outside and saw wave after wave of knights, cavalry, and wyvern riders, each clad in glistening ebon armor, black as night.
Do you really have...
Yes, I do! The Dayan army. Correct. Was there a provocation? As you know, relations between Crimea and Dayan have never been friendly. However, the past centuries have seen only minor skirmishes, nothing that has ever approached this scale of attack. It was brutal and without warning. Dayan laid the capital to waste. I've never seen destruction on this scale before. A swift attack, devastating and brutal, a daring gambit indeed. But if it succeeds, a very well-chosen one at that. Oh, I see. That's supposed to be the bad guy, but he's really going to be usurped halfway through the game by some tentacle monster from outer space. Don't disagree with me! I know this, because I know everything. Yes, the King of Dane, yes, the would-be main villain of this game. The villains in Fire Emblem, you know, the ones you're first introduced, they never last the whole way through. Never. Ever. Ever. The King of Dane would not hesitate to employ such treacherous tactics. What is treacherous about just suddenly invading someone? That's rude, not treacherous. What happened next? King Crimea's brother deployed the Crimean army to meet the attack. The king ordered his people to flee the city before the battle reached them. Fearing the worst, I also fled and made my way here. So we don't know how the tides of the battle flow now, do we? That's alright. Word of war cannot have traveled far yet. You know, war, it's not a big deal. It's not like Lindsay Lohan going into rehab. No. We may well be the first ones to know of it out here. You did well to bring us this information, Soren. I know some risk was involved. It was nothing. Daein has invaded Crimea. We may be mercenaries, but this still affects us. What are we going to do? That's the question of the day. How do you see it, Titania? Crimea is the closest thing our company has to a homeland. The Crimean royal family and noble houses have been generous, providing us with many lucrative jobs. From a moral standpoint, as well as a business one, it's in our best interest to help Crimea.
It's also in our best interest to let this cat get out of the room because it's distracting me. Here you go.
Oh, it's distracting you, and you're sitting there. Thank you, you did... And you, Soren? Never mind the cat. What about the cat? Wrong game! I agree on one point. We are mercenaries and we should forget about the cat. But we are not Crimea's private militia. No coin has crossed our palms, so I think we should stay out of it. Well, aren't you a little tight ass? So you would have us sit and watch as Crimea is overrun. I would. Daein's troops are superior in both numbers and morale. The chances of a Crimean victory are slim indeed. But Crimea is ruled by King Ramon, who is known throughout the land for his wisdom. And his brother Duke Renning is said to possess peerless valor and courage. Daein may not find victory so easily. Valor and courage are for children's tales. In terms of military prowess, Daein's king Ashnard... I'll tell you why that's funny in a second. Is every bit Lord Renning's equal. Victory will hinge on troop numbers and supplies, and Daein is superior in both. I think the outcome is painfully obvious. Curse you, Soren. Crimea is not doomed. If they can turn aside Daein's initial thrust and turn it into a test of endurance, with the Crimean army both demoralized and ill-prepared, they simply will not be able to hold out that long.
What's been demoralized for them in the first place?
Probably getting ass-raped when they least expected it.
Oh, that.
Surprise ass-rape is always demoralizing.
That.
Alright, that's enough, both of you. I hear what you say. However, we must ascertain the current situation before we decide on any action. We'll send a scouting party to get a closer look at Melior. Ike, I want you in charge of this. Assemble your men and woman and get going. What? Me? Titania will accompany you as an advisor. Commander, you must be joking. He's just a boy, and he's had barely more than a taste of battle. What do you expect a whelp like him to accomplish? Ah, Shinon, since you're so concerned, you can go as well. Wait, that's not what I... Blast, looks like I'm not the only jerk around here. Who else? Gautry, Rhys, and Soren. That should duplicate. We have the Boyd Man and Oscar, too? Ugh.
Where are the bro brothers?
We need the bros. We want the brothers. Father, wait. Why do you want me? That was an order. Get moving. There's no time to waste. Yes, sir. Titania, I'm going out for a bit. I want you to give Ike some direction. You're not smoking again, Ike. No, I'm not. Good. I understand. Yes, sir. He's a smoker. Ike, wake up! What? Here, this is for you. Oh. Right, it's very regal and shiny. A sword? Where did you get it? From Father. He told me to come and give it to you. It's, beautiful. This is the first sword you've gotten that wasn't a hand-me-down from somebody, isn't it? That's great! Yeah. Well, be careful. Oh, and bring me a souvenir, something nice. I've never been to Melio before. Do they have chocolates or a teddy bear? Mist, I'm not going on vacation. Sheesh. Ah, little sisters. Oh, what a lovely sunset on Capitol Way with the trees and the sparkling heel hedges and some nice water there. I can't tell if it's a river or a lake or an ocean because all the water looks the same in this game. Rhys, you're looking stunning today. I didn't say that. I understand. It was just the creepy narrator being rude again. Are you feeling all right, Ike? You haven't said a word in quite some time. I don't understand what my father's doing. Why put a new recruit like me in charge of something so important? You're going to succeed him as our commander one day. Don't you think he wants you to know how to lead? Me, I don't know if I'm capable. And even if I am, that day's a long way off. Right? I mean, I'm inexperienced. Weak, you got that right. I'm nothing compared to my father. I'm not so sure about that. The mysterious tactician has been doing a lot of quality time with you lately. And when I look at you, I see a young man full of promise. Commander Grail is a great man, but I think you'll be every bit his equal. In time, you might even surpass him. Oh, don't be ridiculous. It's just my opinion. You need not pay it any mind. Yet, if you fear your own weakness, why not take this chance to go out and better yourself? That would be more in keeping with your personality, no? I suppose you're right. Report! How do things look over there, Soren? Same as here. There are corpses strewn everywhere. There are quite a lot of them. Especially when you consider how far we are from the capital. Are they Crimean? Judging by the armor, the vast majority of the dead are Daean soldiers. So Crimea has the upper hand? Just the opposite, I think. The Crimean soldiers were members of the Imperial Guard. That means King Ramon, or another member of the royal family, was on the move when Daean soldiers fell on them. Could it have been Lord Renning? No. As long as the Crimean army still draws breath, Lord Renning will not leave their command. Trust me, I'm descended from Sherlock Holmes. Perhaps another member of the court. We've got Daean soldiers moving in on our location, and they don't look happy. Speaking of Daean soldiers, I just got a OC cutting in here right a second. People have noticed that I've been using British accents for the Crimeans. I am actually chopping it up and using different accents for different countries on Tellius. All that being said, before we get to the Daean soldiers, I want to apologize in advance, and I mean for everything, to any Germans out there.
What?
Hey! 1, 2, 3, 4! 1, 2, 3, 4!
Sorry, Germans.
You there! Who are you? What are you doing here?
Maybe when you need...
You aren't! Heed me! Drop your weapons and surrender! Act quickly or else, yeah!
Listen to me, fool. You're making a mistake. We're not...
Not going to cooperate, eh? Ready your weapons, men! Move in and kill them all!
Headstrong fools. Getting caught up in some skirmish is not part of the plan. But they're obviously not going to listen to us. Grail mercenaries, get ready to fight!
1, 2, 3, 4! 1, 2, 3, 4! 1, 2, 3, 4!
Alright, Ike, let's see how you handle the role of captain. Well, what are your orders, boy? Will you do it? We'll do what you say so long as you hurry up and spit it out. I know, I'm thinking. Give me a moment, will you, Shinon? Bah, useless. We'd be better led with mist than this soft, untested whelp. Be careful what you wish for.
Story of our life.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that in a second. We got battle preparations here. I'll see you on the other side. Before the Germans get really, really pissed off at me that I gave the German accents to the country that surprise ass rapes the nice country, just wait until the next game. Just wait until the next game. Trust me. We're back!
We're back!
We're back, let's fight! I'm so glad they give you player face first.
Mm-hmm.
It would be such a pain in the ass if the bad guys got the first go. So, before we go, we got a few new characters. Firstly, I wanted to go back to Titania and Shinon here, because I will admit I'm not very well prepared for this game. A long time ago, I researched all these characters, but my knowledge is a little fuzzy. I went back and I looked at Titania. It's true, her starting stats they're crap. They're just crap. Just trust me on it, they're crap. You know, for a character that you've trained all the way up to level 20 and promoted, they will have stats much, much better than that. Titania's growths are excellent. I didn't give her full credit the first time because I'd forgotten. They are excellent in this game. They are excellent in the next game. They are excellent. If she was unpromoted or she had better starting stats, she would be far and away the best paladin in the game. Hands down. I don't care how many fangirls Oscar has. She would be the best. But because she has such crappy starting stats, she's only average. You can use her. And she'll be good. So if you have a thing,
If you have polish off for redheads,
if you're the doctor, if you ever play this game, feel free to use Titania. Shinon is kind of like Titania, only more extreme, and I mean that it's like his starting stats are even worse. He has, I kid you not, some of the best growth rates in this game. Let's see if I can rattle them off. It's like strength 60?
I think it's like HP 75, strength 65.
65.
Skill 70.
Speed 70-something. Luck 50. Defense 50. Resistance 40.
Defense 50.
Defense 50, guys. He
has the defense growth of an armor knight, for God's sake.
Amazing growth. Crappy starting stats. Shinon, however, has other things against him, which will become like the fact that he's a jerk. You're a jerk. And I mean that not just in his character. He acts like a jerk. You'll see what I mean. Now that that's over, we got a real new character here, Soren. And just another disclaimer. I'm an Ike Soren shipper. I'm sorry, it's the one.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything wrong with having a charismatic, active, strong male lead who happens to be gay. I think that would really rock, and besides, we all know all characters in Fire Emblem are bi.
Yes.
They are all bi. Do not argue with me, internet. They are all bi. Soren. Back to Soren. He's a mage! Awesome! I love mages! They are great! They are so much fun. What the fuck happened to the magic spells in this game?
Might 2.
What?
Might 2?
Might 2? Oh, duh. So basically, the damage from his magic is his magic stat. Soren is pro. He's a pro mage. He's excellent. Mages in this game, a little different from the GBA games. They're more like, your school of Fire Emblems, the old ones, where, you have mages who can use, all the anima magics, and then you get, priests like Rhys, who once they're promoted, they can use light magic, and then, like, dark magic kinda got kicked in the pants, and we don't get a dark magic use in this game. So Soren is a mage. He can use wind, fire, lightning, but he gets a little boost in wind magic. He has the skill Adept, which in this game, I forget what the activation rate.
Yeah, I think it's skill halved.
Skill halved, yeah. So it basically gives him a surprise bonus hit on one of his hits. It's really handy. You can't rely on it this early in the game because his stats are so low, but later on, it's awesome. Soren, when he promotes, you get the option of giving him either knives or staves.
Stabs.
Give him stabs.
Give him stabs.
Give him stabs. Okay, so I think that rounds up all our new characters. Gatry, you remember, and Ike, of course. Duh. Now, before we get started, I also wanted to say we've been recording a lot of these episodes in advance. Who's our boss?
As you've been getting up to this, you may have noticed that
No. Shh. No,
Alright.
we've been recording a lot of episodes in advance, so any comments that have been left on previous videos, if we haven't gotten back to you on them or anything like that, if we've just been sort of gallivanting on, like, we can't hear you, which we can't, because they're comments. We can't hear them, we read them.
Chucky, I can't hear you!
It's because we have been recording a bunch of these in advance. But we did just upload our first episode yesterday, and we've been getting some feedback. So thanks everyone for watching and commenting. We do it all for you, really. So we're glad. Well, also because it's fun.
We do it because it's fun.
We do it because it's fun.
And we do it because it's fun and because we get praised for it, which we can use to upgrade our health and ink.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm working on leveling up assault armor myself, but I'm also working on my passive. Sorry, I'm kidding. Like, we're going all over the map with the games today. But we also have gotten some comments from people, quite bluntly saying that I take too long to make my decisions on my turns. I wanted to say, guys, that in spite of the fact that you're being incredibly rude about it. Really, I'm serious. I'm like reading these comments and it's like just people like screaming at me like, God damn it, just hurry up and make your moves. Which really, guys, honestly, let me just level with you. That's not the way to get people to do what you want them to do. It just makes them angry. Okay? You know, I just want to level with you, my viewers who have, you know who you are. I'm not going to throw your username. I'm not talking to everyone, just a couple of people. I just want to level with you. You're being a jerk. You're being this guy. Okay? You're being an asshat.
You're being this guy as he was at the opening cutscene.
Yeah.
Just before battle preparations.
Yeah.
You're being just like that guy.
You're being just like Shinon. And basically, when you're like that to me, I'm like Ike, going, oh, God, damn, I have to think. But? So guys, really, if you really want me to make improvements on my videos, you gotta give me something, man. I mean, it's like, you just scream at me. It's just, it doesn't help. Seriously. Fortunately, I'm bigger than that. I can move beyond it, so I hear what you're saying, and thank you for letting me know, so I can improve my videos. So, in response to the people and their incredibly blunt criticism, this first turn is going to take forever! I am going to take forever to make my first move!
And when she means forever, we don't mean like road trip across the United States forever. We mean forever as in wearing down a bronze ball the size of the sun away to nothing using a feather. And once we've worn down that first bronze ball, that is about the time it takes for Rondie to move the cursor to any one of the spaces adjacent to where it is right now. That's how long this forever is going to take, okay?
Just kidding!